So the first card you have, your past, is the Ace of Cups. So yes, you've been feeling quite emotional actually. So there are all sorts of emotions around here. And these were hopeful emotions and these were positive emotions. You were very positive. So sometimes you can be very emotional, and this was an emotional time for you. But you don't always show your emotions to people. You can show them, but you need to get to know them before you can, let them see the inside of yourself. So you're mostly keeping your emotions on the inside, but you do really feel quite deeply. Yes, there was someone around you at this time, and they could probably still be around you now. I don't know, maybe they are. Yes, they probably are. I'm seeing that they probably are. You have a very, very deep connection with this person, and it's actually deeper than love, if that makes sense. It's deeper than a love attraction anyway. It's almost a spiritual connection. Not many people can open themselves up enough emotionally to be able to experience this. It's a very, very special connection. So this is really, really fantastic. This is a very rare thing. You have a very special, very, very deep connection with someone around you, and that's what you're feeling at this time in your past. You're really feeling that connection, and you're feeling emotional in other ways too. That's what I'm seeing, but these were positive emotions. So the next card you have, your past, is the Eight of Swords. So this is the flip side of having strong emotions inside yourself, because even though you've had very deep feelings for someone, and you still do, I'm seeing that, there was still an element of fear going on here inside your mind, but this is just all in your mind. This was in your mind. And what was happening was you were looking back to a previous relationship, and this was a significant relationship, this previous one that you had, and your heart was actually really broken at this time. And so then you were looking into this new relationship that you're in and thinking, this is all just so wonderful, but I don't want history to repeat itself. I'm actually a bit afraid. So that's how you were just worried that, maybe you're opening up too soon to this new person. That's what you're worried about. Because, again, you don't like to show your emotions very much. You are very emotional. You need to feel safe. You need to feel safe to show that to someone. And, yeah, I'm still seeing you have a very, very special connection. So try not to judge this connection by, an old relationship, because these are totally different people, and you know that. And, it's a totally, totally different situation. And you're a different person now as well. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have, your past, is the Two of Wands. So yes, you're also trying to work through these emotions, and also these emotions have been holding you back a little bit, because, I'm not saying you shouldn't have these emotions, but really, they were really taking over a lot of your head. They were taking you over, so you weren't getting things done as well as you probably could have. I'm seeing that you're still working, you're still doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but maybe not as efficiently as you usually would be. You weren't neglecting things, you just weren't concentrating that well on things. But at this time in your past, you've kind of gotten past this a bit, and you started to make, I'm not saying you weren't emotional, you were still emotional, but you started to make more effort in keeping up with all of these practical things, so you're concentrating more on those two. Yes, the first card you have for your present is the Hierophant. So yes, this really deep connection that you have, if this is with your partner, or it's someone you're just seeing romantically and they're not your partner yet, if this is who this is, this could lead to marriage, I'm seeing. Or if this is a friendship, this could lead to a really, really great long friendship that could last a lifetime. It's something big and important like that. And, it's very, very, very deep connection with this person. I keep seeing this. I'm also seeing that there's another person who used to be around you in this. And I'm seeing this person's become an outcast or something like that, or they will be soon if they're not now. And you've made them an outcast. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't know. This is what I'm seeing, that you have a very strict sense of right and wrong at this time. And this person has been on the wrong. They've been on the wrong side of what you think is, you think whatever they've done or whatever they've said or something about them is wrong. And yes, what I'm seeing now is that, yes, they've been false. They've been pretending about something. They haven't been truly honest about something. And you're seeing this. This has all come out at this time with the Hierophant. And yes, you're casting them out. You're casting them out because, you know, maybe of dishonesty, or because they're not, they're just not being honest with you, or there's something false about this person. They're like fake or false or something like that. And that's what you're seeing. So yes, the next card you have your present is the Nine of Cups. So here's this false person again, coming out again. And, you know, they're pretending to be something that they're not. That's what I'm seeing. They have this facade, and they, you know, they're putting on a big front, and they look really smug, like they've got everything going on and they're all fantastic. But actually, it's not like that at all behind them. And, you know, you can see, this could be an ex I'm seeing, maybe not, but it's someone who you're not dealing with anymore. You don't want to deal with this person anymore anyway, if they're not. Yeah, they're a smug person again. But again, you can see past this. You can see what they are now. And this has all come out now for you. You're seeing it for what it is. And yes, the last card you have for your present is the Queen of Wands. So you're coming into a time where you're just feeling inspired by things. And, you know, I'm seeing there's a work project that, you know, you're really inspired to do, or inspired to take up, or something like that. It's work, but it doesn't feel like work. It's work, but it's fun. So fantastic thing. If you can be paid for something you love, that is a very, very rare and special thing. And yes, you have aces. I can see you have aces in your reading. So yes, this is a very special time in all sorts of things, in love and in, you know, work. Yeah, this is an idea. I'm seeing that this is probably an idea for a project outside of your usual job. And, you know, you already had the main idea in your head. I'm seeing that, you know, you had the start of this idea for a while, but now you're having a lot of, it's growing, the idea is growing into something. You can see this actually getting bigger and bigger in your head. And I'm also seeing a lot of spin-off ideas from this too. So it's like a tree, and all these branches are spinning off with all these ideas coming off it. So you could be designing something. There's something creative around this. And yeah, this is very, very positive. And yeah, if this resonates, write down all these ideas, because you'll just have so many ideas. So don't lose these ideas. Make sure you write them down. So the first card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, you're going to be building on these project ideas and all these business ideas that you have. And this is showing me that you're turning something. You had these ideas and they were all abstract, and now you're thinking about turning them into, you're thinking about turning the abstract into reality. That's what I'm seeing. But I'm also seeing here that you're holding on to these ideas. You're holding on to them. You're not wanting to show people what you're doing. Maybe this is like about intellectual property or something that, you know, is your creative idea, and you don't want to show it to others. You don't want anyone to copy your ideas. It's something like that. But you're holding on to this tightly as well. Yes, so the next card you have for your future is the Ace of Swords. So you've got another, this is your other ace. You've got a really, this is a really important time with two aces. Again, I'm just seeing strong emotions, and what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing opposing emotions. So you're going to be feeling a strong love for one person and a very strong dislike for another person, or even hate, actually. It's very strong. And I'm also seeing you're going to be making a lot of quick decisions at this time. So you have a sense of being right and wrong. And this goes along with the Hierophant as well. You have a very, very strong sense of right and wrong. And this is going to take you on a really positive path with this thing you're working on as well, with this work project, because you're going to be very honest, you're going to be very upfront in your dealings, and you're going to find people to work with you or to partner with you, and you're going to make sure that they're very honest. Honesty is going to be very important with you, and so it should be. And, you know, you'll have a very, I'm just seeing a very clear sense of right and wrong. That's what you're going to have. Yes, the last card you have for your future is the Queen of Swords. So you have even more swords. So yes, at this time you're really going to be pushing forward with this work idea and, you know, pushing this project forward. And I'm still seeing you looking at things that you left behind. You're still looking back and you're still thinking about something you left behind at this time. So you have, at this time in your future, you've left something behind you to let yourself move forward. I'm not saying you're regretting things, it's just you're wishing that some things could have turned out a bit differently. But that's okay, you're on the right track, it's okay. And probably in time you'll see that whatever has happened that you're looking back on has led you to this idea, to this place that you are now. And it's a good place. You're going to be in a really good place. I'm also seeing this honesty coming up with, you're going to be really honest with someone. So if someone around you's been bothering with something for a while, and it's been annoying you for a while, but you haven't actually said anything. But at this time, you're going to come out and you're actually going to start telling them straight. So you're not normally like this, so I don't know why you're suddenly going to be like this. Usually you're not kind of, you don't react angrily to things. You don't come and like jump in and do things. But at this time, that's what I'm seeing you doing. I'm seeing this happening. So I hope they're not too sensitive anyway. But that's what you're going to do. That's what I'm seeing.